Hi Leo, welcome to my channel. My name is Jennifer Fawn. I do weekly tarot readings. If you would like me to continue doing them weekly, please give this video a thumbs up. I channel the messages. I hear, see, and feel what's going on. For that reason, I do not show the cards. For example, I can get the same card in two readings, get two totally different stories, and I like to put my energy into channeling the messages, not necessarily putting on a show for you guys. I want to stay focused on what I'm feeling and what's coming in. I think that's all. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, leave me feedback. I always love hearing what's going on with you guys. I'm sorry, I'm running a little behind schedule this week, which is making me think maybe I should do 2 readings per sign a month. So if you would like to keep the weeklies, make sure you really do click that thumbs up, because whatever the general consensus is across all signs will be determining if I continue to do it or not. So if you like seeing this face 4 times a month, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see it a little less, then don't do anything at all. Okay? I'm going to do 3 more shuffles for you guys, Leo, and see what's going on. All right. I lied. 3 more now. 1. You could be having situations like that coming up where it's like you are catching yourself, like I just did, like, I lied 3 more times now. Where you say something like out of habit, and you're becoming a new person, but you're realizing, like, you say things out of habit and you catch yourself being like, oh no, no. Actually, this is what I meant. So there could be something that has to do with habit that's dying, or that you're starting to see or catch that in yourself, like where you might have reverted to like an old behavior or something like that. You might be catching yourself going, oh wait, no. That's the old me. This is the new me now. Like, now, like, what did I just say? That's wrong. So you could be dealing with that, you know what I mean? I'm a Leo moon, and I'm coming into a lot of truths within myself as well. Okay, right off the bat, there's a very strong sexual energy here, attraction energy here. There's also this energy of, what did I say? Habits. Okay, so right off the bat, Leo, you come with the passion, right? You come from the heart. You wear your heart on your sleeve. You love, like it's you're loyal. It's hard for you to move on from situations. You love hard. You replay things over and over in your heart. Your heart breaks on a daily, reliving these situations in your head. It's like if you're not loving from a loving, connected place, or you're not receiving that or getting that reciprocated back to you, it's very hard for you, and you could be worried that you're going to slip back into old habits or patterns. I don't know why I'm having a hard time getting what I'm feeling out. It could be something that, because, you know, like when you get excited or passionate about something, or you're talking really fast and you're having a hard time getting it out. So you could just be really feeling a lot of emotions. And I'm feeling that this has something to do with somebody that you feel very sexually compatible with, like a very strong sexual attraction to. There's passion there. There's attraction. They're like your dream come true, your wish, your person. You think about them all the time. You could be thinking about them when you're taking care of yourself, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fire here. There's that energy of just like, it's like a certainty, or like a but I'm very much feeling like whatever this is, that is either you feel so passionate about, but it feels something distant from you. It feels like something you don't have material. This is frustrating. So you could be very frustrated. It's something that you don't have physically with you. There is very much a distance or a space between whatever the situation is that you feel this strongly about. They're not in your environment on a daily. There's a space there, which is where I'm getting the, you know, like the wish or your dream or something you think about. It's something, it's almost like an obsessive thinking because it's something you feel so strongly and so passionate about. And this could have to do with, you know, we have, oh, yes, the universal energy here is very strong. So Leo, I just want to let you know that this energy is like this for everybody across the board right now. And the universe, however this feels for you, oh God, I just tried not to cry in the Cancer reading. You may want to watch that if you're on the cusp of Cancer. And Leo, there could be something there for you. I got really emotional. So yeah, I'm going to say watch it because there's probably something in that video for you that will feel like I'm speaking to you, okay? This, like over there, it felt more of like a childhood wound. And, you know, as we move through the signs on the wheel, the energies, it's like a story, okay? So when I start at Aries and I move through the zodiac, it's like a continuation of the story. So there could be some elements of like, as you're moving through your story of the wheel on a daily, you know, parts of that come with you and you transition and move into a new story. Or, so I'm definitely feeling like there's some sort of childhood wound that you need to go watch Cancer, okay? Because now in Leo, I'm getting, this is an adult wound. There's some sort of wounding here that you need to heal that I'm going to say is attached to something that happened or a dynamic that played out in your childhood that now you are playing out in your adult life, and it's like a double wound, if that makes sense, Leo. So for example, if you grew up in a household where your parents fought all the time or they didn't get along or they, you know, there was fighting in, you know, in front of the children or a situation like that, or your mom was fighting all the time for like child support or something like that, and you witnessed that and became a witness of that dynamic, and now in your adult life, you could very much be living out that dynamic. And I know you're going to know what I'm talking about because it's a very strong feeling of that's what's happening. There's something from your past that you've experienced your whole childhood, okay? You may have felt like you moved past it and life was going good and great and all this, but then all of a sudden, the universe plopped on your lap a situation that's very similar. So you may be feeling like your whole life was a struggle or your whole life was similar, or you just don't have it easy, or when's it going to be good for you? And it feels very heavy, okay? It feels, so when I'm feeling this whole like, the habits part, it could be feeling really overwhelming to you because of all the energies that are happening around you in the sky. So please try to just observe the energy in your life and what's happening and try not to attach to it emotionally because we're all going through it in a different way. And it's just a test. It's the universe is testing us all the time, okay? And when we start to put our energy into good and doing positive things, we get rewarded for that. The test is to see, can we continue on each cycle to continue doing and receive the rewards, okay? Sometimes people feel a little weak and they fall back because there's that instant gratification that there's something that you want to happen, a feeling or an event or something to be right now, okay? But everything takes work. Just like your whole childhood was a whole childhood, okay? Of wounding, taking things that don't belong to you, holding on to things you should have let go of. And now I'm feeling like this is happening in your adult life, okay? There's something here, just like in the childhood, that has to do with a mother-father dynamic. But now I'm feeling like it was your mother-father. This feels you're a father or you're a mother, and you're playing out a dynamic that you hate. And it's almost like, how did I get here? How did this happen? What's happening to me? It feels very heavy, but it feels like there's this like, okay, so when I talk about habit, you can take habit, however habit applies for you, okay? Because it's different for everybody. My habit is people. My addiction would be people. A feeling I have around certain people. Other people have addictions with substance, habits with stuff like that, alcohol. This feels like, whatever this is feels so big. It's a very big energy, okay? It's very big and heavy. So just acknowledge that. Just say to yourself, this is hard. I'm doing my best. I can do it. I'm strong because I want to do better. Remind yourself of those things, okay? Because it's asking you to support yourself, okay? Because if you don't support yourself, just like in the Cancer reading, it's like the child needs to be seen as, I'm allowed to be a child, I'm allowed to have feelings, I'm allowed to hurt. And please watch it, okay? And leave me feedback, because this feels very like I'm talking to one person. They all do. Anyway, let me get back to this. This is feeling like you may have people reaching out to you for support and needing energy from you, and you may have made a habit in the past of giving too much or giving when you had nothing to give, okay? And it put you in a very vulnerable space where you developed a habit or something to try to make yourself feel better, or because you didn't feel, okay, excuse me, Leo, because you're not communicating, okay? Because Leo can have pride and they are fixed, and you know, there's that, you know what I'm talking about, okay? It's almost like a weakness if you admit you're not okay. So you could be struggling with just looking or appearing or people perceiving you as weak, because you're not. And you know you're not. I know you're not. We know you're not, okay? Don't be hard on yourself. This is asking you to support yourself. Because when you say no and you put up boundaries for people around you when you have nothing to give, or when the universe has put you in a place where it's like you need to put all your focus on yourself and fix your shit, okay? Fix your shit. You need to learn to say no and support yourself in the process and detach yourself from the judgments and just float moment to moment and observe what's happening. It's almost like there is even a habit of attaching to judgments or attaching to what people think or attaching to, but it feels like that gets such a strong reaction out of you. But when you do that, Leo, you are giving your power to the person who makes you rise up and stand up and get in this energy, and that's not supporting yourself. That is you handing your energy to the person who's winning, okay? And that is not how it's supposed to be. You're the star. You're the one who shines the light. You're the one who's the light, okay? You need to see yourself as that. It's like you're looking out and you're wishing on this and you're wishing on that, and you're not standing in your power. And Leo is a very powerful energy. It's the lion, okay? You need to tame your lion. You need to feed it what it wants. It doesn't want grubs like in Lion King. It doesn't want the bugs. It wants the meat. It's a lion. Give it what it needs. Support yourself. Be true in your power in the fact that people can't get a reaction or a rise out of you. You are in control of that. That's the only thing you can control. And if someone gets a rise out of you, you need to just observe that. This is affecting me and putting me in a place that makes me feel vulnerable. There's something there that needs to be healed. It's a childhood wound. I'm feeling it's something from your childhood. And observing that. Okay, when this happens, I stand up in this energy that I don't like, that could end up getting me in trouble because I'm giving my power to somebody else. You need to take that back, acknowledge this has something to do with something that happened in your childhood, and you're about to take it out on somebody that has nothing to do with everything that has happened to you in your life. The universe is putting that test in there, triggering you to see, have you grown? Are you new? Are we doing things different? Did this response serve you your whole life? No. It's like in Cancer, be the example. Be the power. By you being your true, authentic, powerful self, Leo, you allow the other people around you to do it. So when someone triggers something in you and you recognize and observe, this is something from my childhood that really rises me up, because it's like I've been dealing with this my whole life. That's how it feels like, okay? These same cycles and patterns my whole life. I've been dealing with it. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. That's how it feels. But you're doing it to yourself. So you have to take ownership over that. Because the moment that someone triggers you, you observe the trigger, and then you take your power back instead of standing up and rising and saying to yourself, hey, it's okay, I support you. that wound that's trying to come out of me right now, it doesn't affect me anymore, because your attachment to whatever that triggering thing is, you can let it go. You can just say to yourself, this person isn't the person who hurt me all these years. They're hurting, and they're trying to hurt me, and I don't have to be the person who responds and hurt. We don't got to play this tit for tat hurt game anymore. You don't have to do that. There could be a person who you think about all the time, Leo. I'm talking all the time, like it's just playing out in your head how you could do things different, this and that. You need to stop, because it's stopping you from living. So if you're in your head all the time about this thing that feels very emotional and heavy and very connected through your whole life, that it's like bad, it's caused bad habits that you need to let go of, or you're scared it's going to push you back into your habits. It feels like a big deal, okay? It's very masculine energy. It's a very powerful energy. Now, when there's too much masculine energy, that can be destructive, right? And I'm feeling like you're teetering between that power or that destruction. You're like on the verge, okay? But you need to be mindful of what your mind is doing every day, because when you're sitting in this, whatever this situation is that you have no control over, okay, the universe is in control, and you just need to learn to float and moment to moment and stay in your power. I don't even remember what I was going to say. Hold on. Oh, when you're in this all the time, when you're sitting in this energy all the time of your mind just replaying this thing over and over and over and over again, it's easy to trigger you, because you're already in your feels. You're already really passionate about something or a situation that's happening in your life that you don't feel supported in, or you feel unsupported in, or it's making you feel like too many people need your support and you need to support yourself. That the littlest thing anyone says, you fly off about it, okay? And now I'm getting really anxious and I'm feeling shaky, and you could just be like really nervous because you don't know how this is going to play out. You could be really nervous because, you know, there's just so much going on, okay? That any other little thing that happens, it's just like you're always on edge. That's how I'm feeling. Leo, I'm feeling like you're really on edge. I feel like, you know, when I was younger and I would get in a fist fight, okay? And for some reason, this was my response to it. And you can probably relate, Leo, because, you know, you're in your heart. This is the place you're supposed to live. And we learn to not be there because we feel like it makes us safe. It's a lie, okay? You're this because you're this. That's just who you are. So I would have to fight. I felt like I would have to fight because I'd have to defend myself, okay? So I would fight, and, you know, I would win because I can't lose. You know, Leo, pride, ego, you know, I can't lose. I got to let these people know that I'm a boss-ass bitch. But you know what would happen as soon as I was done? I would cry so hard. There would be this purge of emotions out of me, because it's like my soul knew this isn't who I'm supposed to be. This is not me. That I would just have such a strong emotional reaction to letting all of my feelings out, because I was holding them in for this power to come out in anger that I had to defend or protect myself. And it just felt wrong. And that was always my response to fighting. I didn't want to. But I felt like I had to. And then my soul would just be so upset. And I would cry, like the ugly cry. I'm talking like hyperventilating crying. Like I didn't even understand why it was happening to me, because my soul just knew this is not who I am. And I'm sure you can relate. And I'm talking on, Leo. But I'm pretty sure you understand what's going on here. I hope that this video helped you. If you would like me to continue with the weeklies, please give this a thumbs up. Leave me feedback in the comments. I love to hear what's going on with you guys. And if you would like to follow me over on Instagram, I get messages on there and I can respond to you over there. That's fine too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys maybe next week. Bye.